Hey guys, welcome to BTech. It's Basil here, comparing the brand new Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus with the original S6 Edge. The S6 Edge blew me away. You can check out my review. The curved screen, the metal frame, the just in-hand feel. It was instantly one of my favorite phones. But anyone who knows BTech knows I have giant hands, so I like bigger phones. That's why the phablet variant is blowing me away right now. But this also has 4 gig of RAM, which is absolutely bonkers. Come on to the insides later, but for starters, I'm just going to talk about the design. And this is going to be really easy. It's a blown up Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. You can see on the front, you've got the home button, which is a fingerprint scanner, 2 capacitive buttons either side of it, front-facing 5 megapixel camera. That curve just tapers in beautifully to that metal frame. The metal frame has flat sides so that both devices are just easy to grip in spite of the fact you do have that curve there. Right-hand side of both of them is that power button. Down at the base is a 3.5mm jack, as well as a micro USB connector and a loudspeaker. Left-hand side, volume buttons. Up at the top, now this is interesting. You've got an infrared blaster on here, but it doesn't look like there's an infrared blaster on the S6 Edge Plus, but you've got nano SIM card slots. Flipping them around the back to 16 megapixel optically image stabilized cameras and flashes. The flash is also where you're going to find the heart rate monitor. So that's the design. Now onto the screens, and they share the same resolution, Quad HD, over 500 pixels per inch on the S6 Edge. It's beautiful, AMOLED panel, deep dark blacks, vibrant colors, as you'll be able to make out. The S6 Edge is spread out over a little bit more surface area, so it isn't quite as sharp, but don't let that put you off. This is still going to give you much sharper display quality than you'll get from most flagships, including the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Ultimately, I'm really looking forward to getting this in, doing my color comparison test, making sure it is just as good a performer as its little brother. The user interface is also almost virtually identical. It's Android with TouchWiz over the top. You've got variable number of home screens, and you've got flipboard briefing to the left. You can get rid of flipboard briefing if you want to, long press and do it through the settings. Long pressing also showcases the fact you've got themes on here. It's identical on the S6 Edge, so I won't go on it on both phones. Pull down from the top, you've got your notifications tray, and applications can be sorted into applications and folders as well. What's also really nice is the fact that the screen grid formation can be set up in 5x5 grid right through to a 4x4 grid, taking full advantage of that 5.7-inch display. So that's the user interface. What about the insides? Well, you've got 5 megapixel camera around the front and a 13 megapixel optical image stabilized camera around the back. What's nice about the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus is that it can stream to YouTube and do something called a video collage. So you can take loads of videos, turn them into a square collage, and I don't know, post it on something like, say, Instagram. That's probably what Samsung was thinking. The streaming to YouTube is also super handy. Whether you want to post a stream to friends or family, or for a site like us, stream to you guys. As far as the processors in this thing goes, it's an Exynos processor and an Exynos processor, both octa-core, but the Exynos 7 processor in the S6 Edge Plus is paired with 4 gig of RAM, like I said earlier. That should make this a multitasking and gaming behemoth. Really looking forward to getting it in for review. Multimedia highlights also include 6 months of free Google Play Music on this thing, which is awesome. Nice to see Samsung integrating with Google services which are already on Android, rather than trying to make their own, which is just going to really feel like bloatware, which Google Play Music obviously doesn't for most people. Taking a look at the connectivity, both of these feature up to Cat 9 LTE, but if you're in the UK, you're only going to really benefit from Cat 6 LTE if you're on EE. Don't let that get you down though. Cat 6 is going to be plenty fast. I think it's up to like 300 meg per second or something thereabouts, which, as you can imagine, is going to basically be broadband speeds in your pocket, which is great. Battery capacities, 2,600 versus 3,000 milliamps. That said, the bigger screen will likely impact battery, so you'll probably expect around a day or just shy of from both devices, but we can't say anything too conclusive until we get the S6 Edge Plus in for review. They both support wireless charging, and that's Qi standard and PowerMat standard as well. You've got 32 or 64 gig variants on the S6 Edge. The S6 then goes up to 128 gigabytes. Not sure if the Edge does. Edge Plus, sorry. But ultimately, you've got two of the best devices that we've ever held in our hands right in front of you guys. If you've got any questions about them, make sure you fire them in the comments section below. We'll fire them to Samsung if we don't know them ourselves. Of course, if you like BTech, subscribe to the channel. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything we do and stay on top of our review of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus when it lands later this year. Thanks for watching BTech.